Hello. Bum bada 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 bum. I just got out of work. I just got out of work. Hello. I hope it's not too cold where you are. Feel free to comment and say hi. I just got out of work, so I'm doing the after work ritual, I guess you could say. Gotta relax. Thank you for the hearts. Thank you. Thank you. Keep it up. Give a thumbs up. I do have I don't just go live, I also have videos. And where did I put I didn't get it out yet. So I am actually doing something after work right now. Hello. How's it going, Matthew? I hope everyone's doing well. I'm alive. Could be a lot worse. I've been a lot worse. Been a lot better too. But hopefully things will just be getting better. How are you guys? Hello, Marcus. Hello. Yes, I do like to answer questions, interactions. And if you subscribe, I try to subscribe back. But yeah, after work. I know it's not for everyone, but I'm glad you're doing pretty good. Hi, official How to Potato. I like that name. And I'm glad you're doing good, Matthew. I hope everyone got something for Christmas if you celebrate it. I didn't get much, but at the same time, I didn't ask for anything. And thank you for subscribing. Thank you a lot. I wouldn't be able to go live if it wasn't for those things. You got a phone for Christmas. Is it your first? Well, what phone did you get? And I like the little things on the side. Normally I try to go live at least twice a day. Today I didn't. Oh, Samsung. I like Samsungs. I don't complain about iPhones. I just don't like them as much for me. But I usually do try to go live twice a day for you guys because of the interactions. I love hearing what you guys, how your day's been, what you got for Christmas. No kidding. So, since it's your first one, yeah, I wonder if you're one of the kids that have actually tuned in. For some reason, kids like to tune in. I don't stop them. Plus, well, I do put age restriction on ones that I don't feel fit. YouTube allows some things I don't, but there's not much difference. Like, be polite, respectful, things like that. Plus, I do like to be kind. Have a good one, Matthew. Thank you for joining. And thank you for saying goodbye and hi. But yeah. But I do hope that everyone strives to be a good person and the best version of them that they can be. Because that's all we really can do as humans. And don't forget to be kind to animals. We don't need any Jeffrey Dahmers out there. Yes, that's a little joke. But yeah. I like those little things that pop up. So, why did you come up with the name of Official How To Potato? That's one of the more unique names I've seen. And yes, I do like unique. So it's just random. I haven't really come up with anything that I've wanted to fully call my name YouTube channel other than my name and last initial. I like how you just came up with it. And so far, I can say for the most part, literally the minority being inappropriate, I've had very positive remarks from you guys. That's why I keep doing it and coming back. And honestly, I just want to see how like the subscriptions and all videos and all do. I like the numbers. I like watching numbers. So yeah. But I do have a lot of nature, snow, some of the gardens partway through last year. And I didn't even get to the jokes. But still, I guess I should go on with one of my favorite cheesy jokes. Do you know why I don't like atoms? They make up everything. Yeah, I know it's cheesy. Give a thumbs up or something if you liked it. Even if you let me know what you think. I have been trying to show some more of my actual sense of humor on here. I'm glad I'm not the only one that likes numbers. Yeah, it's actually a pretty common joke these days. But yeah, I do try to show my sense of humor. That's why I'm hopefully going to have more people in my videos as well. Because I figure if there's people in my videos, I can interact and, well, hopefully make you guys laugh more. Because in my opinion, most of my videos and shorts have been pretty dull. But there's been plenty of people that have loved them, so I keep it up. Let's see something. How did I set this up? But yeah. I'm hoping to hear from someone tonight. Hopefully. And it's a female one. Yes, good motivation too. And I actually do hope that I can actually help you guys at least inspire people to be a better person and to appreciate nature more. Because I actually love nature. I'd rather be in nature most of my, well, I'd rather live off grid. I just haven't gotten to the point that I can yet. Out of curiosity, if you could live off grid, would you? And I do hope that everyone actually succeeds in what they want to do in life. It may take some work, but yeah, it is possible. Even if you're going through a tough time, I know how that is. But yeah. And thank you for continuing to watch. Merry late Christmas to you too. I left my home area on Christmas, went to go visit family. Hello. Thank you for commenting. Feel free to give a thumbs up and all that. But when on my Christmas, we actually lost power for about 5 hours. No electricity, heat, none of that. That was the worst, but we still made do, and it actually didn't get too cold in the house. So, did you guys all have a good Christmas? Feel free to comment. I actually liked hearing how people's day went, things they're interested in. I actually got the power, like us losing power. I'm glad you had a good Christmas, official. But while I was taking a video of the power being out, the streets on either side were, I think I vaguely remember you. Yes, I do, CD. I remember the first part of your name. How are you? And yes, I do try to subscribe to people on here, and if you want people to subscribe to your channels, feel free to say so. I've actually helped out a few people before. No big deal to me. Plus, in my opinion, we should all help out each other. So, are you asking if I remember you, official? Or? And good. I've been good. I hope y'all have been good too. Oh, yes, once I get off of the done live, that's when I go back and subscribe. But I wonder if I can't do it from here yet. But yeah, I will subscribe. That's one of the things I do, because I do like to support people, and I just do it when I'm done this, because I can't do it from here while I'm streaming. But if you want to give a shout out, well, I'll give you a shout out anyhow, but feel free to show a link or the name of your channel for people to go check out if you wish. Anyone's welcome to do that. It's actually pretty cold here tonight. My car's saying it's 14, and it's going to be dropping. And one thing we do have is a white Christmas. We had a white Christmas. It snowed like the day before, like a day or two before. Yes, I will be live tomorrow, and I hope you sleep well. I hope to hear from you again. And yeah, if you watch the videos, you'll see how us New Englanders light candles And we had it, well, there was a few other things, but I'm glad that you'll be back. And I will check out everyone. If you subscribe, I will check out everyone's channel that subscribes. And I do it periodically too if things don't pop up. Because I like to support people that support me too. Why wouldn't I? And the longer I'm on means the more interactions and viewers. Because I actually do love going live for some reason. And if you're new here, I do have a bunch of channels. I mean, not channels. Videos. Merry Christmas to you, CD. And if you don't celebrate Christmas, happy holidays. There's so many out there that I don't necessarily always try to keep track. I actually like to hear that. Because I don't think that I am. But you guys seem to think I am. You guys keep coming back, which I appreciate. And that's actually part of the reason why I do videos too. And yes, I am starting to get more people, one way or another, to join in. Like one of the last ones I had was real brief. All I did was get asked a question. You're gonna have to watch that one to find out what I was said, and it's the latest short. Yes, I did. Did you, CD? See, I like talking with people like that. Do you normally not get to talk to people? And yes, I am typically pretty... I'm glad that you guys interact with each other too, like that. But yes, I am generally pretty nice and kind unless I'm given a reason not to. That's why I like people being respectful and all on here. I know what point you're... I like your point, JC. And I know your point. I get it. But this actually went out anyhow, so yeah. There is actually a lot worse that one could do, but still, you have a very valid point. Yeah. But at the same, good, just so you do know, I'm not going anywhere, so I'm not going to be driving. You know, that's the good thing. And luckily, cops around here, as long as if they know you're not going anywhere, they give more leniency. But you do have to work with them to get that leniency. Not all cops are like that either. And that also depends on the area, this, that, blah, 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 blah. But I hope everyone's having a good day. Boom, bada, boom, boom. Boom, boom. And I don't remember what I said. I'm sorry, CD. But yeah. Yeah. So, what are you guys up to today anyhow? This time of night. Here it's approaching midnight. Oh, I went to work today. I saw family. I was originally in a different couple states away. The visiting family, so I drove back. If traffic's moving, you can do it about an hour, 40 minutes ish. If there's a lot of traffic, it can be 2.5. I've seen it take, it's typically 2.5 hours, but I've seen it take as long as 3.5. I actually like that question. I never think to talk about my day, because to me is not that entertaining. But one thing I do plan on getting is a certain bridge that is in between Maine and New Hampshire, is known as the Piscataqua Bridge. For some reason, people like it. It's well known. To me, I've grown up crossing it because I've had family in other states. Plus, I used to drive to and from Florida when I was growing up. That was also because of family. So that was actually kind of fun going to Florida. Especially in the winter. We got to get warm for a little bit. Nice. It's been a while since I've heard people use that term for on their phone. No, I typically go to other people's to my family, because basically my family split in two, so it's easier if I just go to their places. Plus, at times it can help keep the peace that way. Some of my family members haven't always gotten along. And I do have to say thank you for tuning in. I actually do not have enough subscribers to be able to donate to me yet. I need 1,000, and I don't have I don't have 200 yet. But I'm trying, because you're actually the second person to bring it up. See, of all things, there's one trip I made to and from Florida by myself, and it was in a pickup truck from 1960. It did not even have a spot for a radio, and it did not have seatbelts, and I did not need to add it. It was grandfathered in. That thing was interesting to drive because it had no power steering, manual shift, no power brakes. Oh, I greatly appreciate that, trying to donate 15. Like I said, I'm not quite there, but I am going to keep doing this. I do hope it's actually a side thing, because, well, to me, whatever I'd get for donate would be greatly appreciated. And I actually just love interacting with you guys. Like I've told some people, I always say I try to stop in twice a day to go live. Today was the first time in a while I haven't, and it's because of I was driving. I didn't have high-speed data on my phone, so I had to go to where I could get Wi-Fi. But tomorrow and all, I should be able to start doing it twice again, at least for now. And might be taking more video. We'll see. Depends on how I feel, because I did today. Once in a while I go 2-3 days without making a video or a short. Try to give the other ones a chance to get viewed, I guess you could say. Oh, I got 6 thumbs up. That's greatly appreciated. Now, if I can get 10 thumbs up on this, it will be a record. Because I think the most I've ever gotten is at 8. If it's not 8, it's 7. I actually do not have the voice to do a song. But I do kind of do a little tunes here and there. Especially when my ADD kicks in. Like Campground Girls Go Round and Round, doo-dah, doo-dah. You know, things, just random things like that. Because I do have ADD. Once in a while, like at work, I work in a kitchen. That's awesome. 93 likes. But like even at work, like there are some like high school kids that work where I work, but like I'll be dancing, like do a little dance at board or just a whatever moment, then yeah, it's fun. Plus people tend to laugh and join in and all that too. One thing I can say I do like about work is actually some of the people I work with and some of the kids. Because actually, like if you get a positive feedback from your like people your own age, yeah, it's nice. But getting it back from a teenager is like, yeah, I'm actually doing something right, or even any kid. And most of the time, if you're just kind to them and have patience and all, that's all it takes. Patience and understanding. Well, that's awesome. I'm glad you feel that. I actually hope to do that with most, if not all, of the people that join the views. At least the nice ones. At least the nice ones. Actually, right now, I'm not in a real spot that I can set the phone up to dance, but if you keep tuning in and you ask, like when like if you see me inside of a house, then I can actually set a place up for my phone. But I do plan on getting a tripod so that way I can actually do things like that. Thank you. All of you guys seem to be very nice too. And actually, there's one spot that this summer, if you ask me to dance, I think would be neat because, well, it's peaceful, quiet. Yeah. I'm sure you get how that is. Plus, it's actually, well, in town, it's one of my favorite spots in this town. That's actually the first time I've seen that one. That's cool. That's actually really cool. And like if I go like in the videos and when I get to take videos and all that this summer, you'll get to see like down in that spot, you'll get to see fish probably 2-3 feet long jump right out of the water. But that's only in the summer. They migrate, just like things on land do. They're stripers, bluefish, those type of fish. Striped bass, sea bass, striped bass. Yeah, same name, different name, same fish. And they're big fish too, and put up a good fight. Thank you for the like. Yes, it is a big fish. I live on the coast in Maine, and I actually have videos of some of the coast too. So well, actually the town I live in is a fishing town. I do plan on going up north one of these days to my favorite part of Maine. Most of the towns in that area, if it is a town, has a population to be a town, it's not unusual for less than 500 people. That's actually another area that I want to go to is Lake Erie, because I do want to travel around more. Hopefully meet new people, good food, nice sights, learn something, pass it on to you guys. One of my favorite spots I've ever had breakfast was in Vermont, in Woodstock, Vermont. And the eggs came fresh from a farm. The farm was the same owner as the restaurant, and all the bread was baked fresh. Everything was fresh and it was so good. And the price was actually quite reasonable, and you got good portions, especially for what you paid for. It was just amazing. I have an idea on that. Let's see if you can now. We will have to try to plan to go live together. because I've actually wanted to do that with someone. So thank you for bringing it up. That's actually common because we've like pretty common here too because I've seen dead fish on the beach at the ocean. Yeah, that's awesome. Yes, and thank you for all the likes and subscribing, and hopefully y'all get to go. Hopefully y'all do check out some of the videos. I think you'd like them. Some of them are actually some of my favorite fishing spots too. Even if I don't say it is, it is. I kind of do like to keep some people guessing. But yeah. Because there's a spot that's on a jetty that's good for striper fishing. That I'll give a hint at. Now, there are a few videos of it. What time? It is 11:45. What time is it where you are? Yes, the longer you guys stay on and more you guys interact, the longer I stay on. This is actually so cool because you guys are starting to stay on longer, and interact more and more. Dude, that's awesome that you have a pond next to your place. So we're in the same time zone. That's awesome. I'd actually like to have like a stream or pond or something. One of my goals is to actually own acreage in my favorite part of Maine because it's so quiet and it's mostly nature. I actually do like my football is actually one of my favorite sports as well. Yes, thank you for all the likes. That's awesome. Woohoo, new record. Don't be afraid to keep it up. But yeah, this Patriots did pretty decent this year. I'm a Patriots fan. They're from my home area. I know some people don't like them because of how many Super Bowls they've won, this, that. But that is from my home area. My second favorite football team is, at least for a while, they were the worst team in the NFL, and that was the Jacksonville Jaguars. And that's because for a while I was considering that my second home since I lived there and was traveling there so often. It was, in my opinion, it was neat growing up going to an area like that coming from a small area in Maine. Because even Portland, Maine, the only city that has an actual population to be called a city in Maine, isn't that big. That's cool, that number one. But yeah, we are kind of like redneck, known to be rednecks here in Maine. We're known for the blueberries, lobster, potatoes, and nature, and that's about it. But yeah, I hope that y'all are doing well and had a great day. This is so cool. I've never had this many viewers stay on so long. But yeah, I was even in an Army unit down in Jacksonville, Florida. And I had been on one of the Navy bases that and it's actually a Navy base that they dock their aircraft carriers. Even when they're like at the dock, you can drive a semi under the bow of it, and you do not come close to touching it. It's like you can still fit buildings in between the bow and the big rig. So what's up with that? Are you trying to say that my thing's lagging? Yes, that's awesome. 11 likes. I don't know how I'm doing it tonight. I seem to be having better luck, and I think it's because of you guys and you guys interacting as well. I do not currently have a dog. I did grow up with a dog. She was a Cocker Spaniel, and her fur was tan color. I'm sorry it didn't deliver. But her name was Coffee because of that. I do not have a pet. I have had pets before. I've had a cat, actually a couple cats. I've had a ferret. I've had a couple of dogs. I love animals. If I could have a pet alligator and all that, I would too. Hi again. I remember you too. Thanks for coming back. This is so cool. I'm starting to have repeats and it's awesome. I hope that you had a good Christmas, man. I hope you got what you wanted. Like, I lost power for 5 hours where I was visiting family out of state. But yeah, I came back today. I hope everyone's been having a good day. But yeah, there's the snow. There's the snow. I'm an hour ahead of you, so it's 11:49 here. But yeah, where I am, we had got a snowstorm a few days before. Talking to you guys actually make my day better, and I'm glad. But actually, part of my goal is to make your guys' day better too, at least with positivity. But like where I am, we hit like this snow here. That's about how much that we had up here. Where I went about 2 hours away, you could see grass going through. Was just very little snow. And I do have video of the snow that came down. Oh, you have no snow? Have you ever seen snow in person? See, like every year we usually get snow here. I know not everywhere it does. That's part of the reason why weed. Thank you, and feel free that if you want people to subscribe to yours, to give a link or give the name of it so people can look it up and go from there. All right, yeah, good night. I hope to see you again. And on my nights off from work, I will tune in earlier as well. I probably at least 3 times too, because I know everyone lives in different time zones, different parts of the world. So yeah. But tomorrow morning I'll probably be doing one too. But I hope that you guys also love the summer videos I take this year coming up. And I do plan on visiting more state parks. I do have a short of one. It's one of my older shorts. But yes, I will be streaming again tomorrow. I'll make sure that I stream tomorrow, especially with how many of you guys keep coming back. You guys keep making it worth it. If it wasn't worth it, I wouldn't be doing it, but it's you guys that actually make it worth it to me. Like, all I wanted for Christmas was the interactions with you guys. And I got it. I had one of the best dreams I had. Thanks to you guys. If you're out, in order to go live, you have to have 50 subscribers. But that's also part of the reason why I support you guys too, because I know the struggle to get there. Awesome. I hope you come check in, Izuku. I think it would be awesome. But you know what? If you one thing that helped me on getting more subscribers, especially when I was at 30, was making shorts. It started to pick up speed on growing and making a few videos that were a little longer, because looking at my the analytics of mine, it showed that some people watched just the videos and others watched both, but no one watched just shorts. So that's why I started making both. So, but I have faith in you that you can do it. And I really don't mind helping out others, especially when they've been as positive as you guys. There have been a few people that have been inappropriate, but luckily they have not come back. Luckily. That's one of the things I also noticed as well is that if you keep it pretty consistent, more people will actually start to subscribe and comment and like. Like the last short that I posted, I think that one has the most likes, and last I checked, it was like around 14 likes. But I want the others to do well at the same time. Yeah, don't let me keep you up. That's part of the reason why I do this more than once a day. So good night, you guys that are off to bed. And don't let me keep you up. I try to stay on I try to go on more than once because of you guys. I don't know your sleeping patterns, this, that, but yeah. I might be on once in the morning, once before work, and once after work. Because I also know there's kids and I want them to get sleep and all too. I'm a dad. I have a heart for kids. But yay! I'm so glad everyone's making comments and joining in. It's awesome. And now even more people. Yay! But yeah, I hope that I am somehow entertaining, and I just dropped something. Where did it go? There it is. But maybe one of these days I'll be able to go on longer trips as well, like down south again. Because there's a part of me that does miss the south, like some of the food. It is friendly down there. At least from what I saw, most of the people were friendly. But yeah, I want to go back. Maybe I do want to check out the Smoky Mountains. One can say is calling me. If you've ever, there's parts of Maine like that too. But yeah. Feel free to comment. I know there's 2 of you watching. At least 2 of you. At least 1 of you. Feel free to comment. I dare you to. I triple dog dare ya. Even if it's just hi. But you don't have to. No. There's 2 again. I thought I lost everyone. Or is it me that's lost? I don't usually get lost. I usually know right where I am, at least enough to give directions. That's the first, and I'll take that as a compliment, man. And all I am is just a regular old Mainer. But as some, like the other states call us, maniacs. We like to give each other nicknames. Like people from Massachusetts, Massholes, Floridian. Yeah. We just like to give each other nicknames. I grew up in Maine. I've lived elsewhere. I've lived in Massachusetts. I've lived in Florida, plus with the Army. If you want to include training and all that, that's even more. But I've been all the way to California. I've been to Wyoming, Wisconsin. Wyoming was interesting. Very quiet. Uh that I'm actually waiting for the right time to tell people that. I did do say it in one live once, and well, yeah. There's a. I just don't want to say yet. I will in time. So if you keep tuning in, eventually you'll find out. That. And I know I'm not doing that to ploy people into watching. It's just that from my, I have a very good reason, and then once I tell you guys, everyone will probably be like, "Oh, that makes perfect sense," and what does also makes perfect sense why he didn't want to say anything. But yeah, I do go inside and go live here and there, like the other, yeah, yesterday I think I went live for a while and inside. So you can go check out some of those videos too if you ever want. Like even like, well, I went live at the place that in the short that we have the candles going. Oh. So has anyone watching ever been to Maine? And if you have, what did you think? If not, what's the favorite place that you've ever been? Do I ever burn my hand? Not these days. Like if it sticks to my lips, it used to, going like pulling away. But that was like 20 years ago. I'm 40. Yeah. Huh. There's a lot of places I haven't been that I actually do want to go see. I just think that, well, that there's a lot out there to learn, to see, the beauty, you name it. There's a lot out there and a lot to experience. No, but the Bahamas is actually one place I do want to go. I actually want to go in the water there. And I actually want to go to Hawaii and go in the water there. And Mexico, I do want to drive to. I don't know why. I just want to drive to Mexico. I have been to Canada growing up. In part because I had family in Canada. But, which isn't too surprising since the state that I live in is right next to Canada. The French Canada. Yes. I heard there's good food down there. I've heard there's good food in Jamaica too. I want to go to Jamaica. That's another island I want to go to. Plus, I actually have met and worked with good people from Jamaica. I've worked with some good people from all around the world. Some good workers, good people, some good people that aren't the best workers, but good people are still good, generally good to have around in one form or another. One thing, speaking of food, one food that I actually miss from the South that they don't know how to cook right up here in the North. When I say South, I mean like United States South, like Florida, Georgia, the Carolinas, Tennessee. They know how to make grits. Up here, Unless you find someone from the South, they usually just screw it up somehow. It doesn't come out the same. But get a true Southerner to make grits, it comes out amazing. There's one chain restaurant in the South that I like to stop in, and I actually like to joke around about it. It's called Waffle House. It's just one of those things that like you show up is open, or at least it was open 24 hours. A lot of them, you'd stop in, and it would just be like, oh my God, really? It's just one of those things you have to. That isn't it. Well, I guess because only way you could put it is that it's an experience to go to a Waffle House, especially in the middle of the night. When I used to go to Florida, I used to stop by Hooters because my brother-in-law at the time ran one. I used to work there for a week, get stuff to come back, get free food, stuff to come home, bring home to give to people. Why not? I, plus I at that time I did like their wings. But later on when I worked there full time, I realized I didn't. It was what became my least favorite job. And to this day, it's probably the like top two, three least favorite jobs I've had was working at Hooters. It's not all that it's cracked up to be. But they did have good buffalo wings. Probably my favorite job I ever had was working at an auto garage in high school. I liked it so much, that's what I decided to do in the Army. That's part of the reason why I joined the Army is because it crosses over to the civilian side as a gas diesel mechanic. Why do I want to pay for college? It doesn't cross over to the civilian side anymore because this was like 21 years ago. So a lot can change in that time. Oh. So yeah, my lives are getting longer and longer thanks to you guys actually tuning in and interacting. And I do actually have a few funny stories from the Army. Don't be afraid to give a thumbs up and comment. But yeah, we used to go to Baltimore, and they have these the pedal boats that you use your feet to row it. Well, we used to use them as bumper cars, you could say, or bumper boats. Yeah, it was actually, they didn't like it, but we'd always end up doing it anyhow. I think at one time they actually were talking about trying to ban us from going on them. I'm not sure though. I know that they didn't like some of the people. Some of the people I think they got kicked off and not allowed to go back on. But Baltimore was also the only place that I ever went that I saw even vending machines with bars around them. Even in the ghetto that I lived in Jacksonville, Florida, the soda machines did not have bars around them. And I actually did get tattooed in Baltimore, and actually in Jacksonville, Florida, and a few places in Maine, and a place in Massachusetts. I did mention where I got tattooed in Massachusetts in one of the videos. It's on High Street. That's all I'm gonna say, and you should be able to find it from that because High Street's in the title. Yes, there were bars around the vending machines. Well, Baltimore was an experience. I mean, the bars were around everything, including ATMs and all kinds of things. No, I wish it was that. It's just that, like that, Baltimore is actually in a really rough city with a high crime rate, and that's why. Because I guess people would vandalize and steal the vending machines, or what's inside the vending machines, and because of like, yeah, I won't get into that because I don't want anyone to get any ideas. But like, yeah, I know how it was interesting. Like, but that, and I'm sure that some of you that keep tuning in, well, actually, if you like tattoos, you'll end up seeing more of them. I do have tattoos behind my ears, back of my neck, hands, a little bit. These need to be touched up. All right, yeah, you go get sleep. Please don't let me keep you up. And I'm actually thinking about heading out soon anyhow, especially since I've been on for an hour. You guys have definitely made it worth it. I think this is only the second one that I've had go on this long. And it's all because of you guys, and I give my thanks and appreciation, and I definitely hope the best for you guys. You're the reasons why I keep doing this. Because I love the interactions with you guys, and I love the people that keep coming back. Yeah, it's like that. At the same time, I hope to see you tomorrow. But yeah. And believe it or not, even though I don't usually say it, I do have a certain amount of love for people that view, especially the kind ones, the appropriate ones, the respectful ones. How can I not? Plus, if I tell you something like I'll be on tomorrow, if I'm not, that means there's usually something wrong. Like I could be in the hospital, or something happened and I can't get online, or or there's been a death, so it'll be a good reason why I don't go streaming. And to those who have just tuned in, feel free to give a thumbs up, and even if you don't want to say hi, give a thumbs up. It's all greatly appreciated. Who ever thought an old army guy could be somewhat entertaining just by talking? And yes, I do seem to have a mix of an accent. I guess that's what happens when you're around people from all over the country and world. Yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. I hope to see you tomorrow, official How To Potato. I still love that name. I think I'm going to do this to hearts every time someone gives a heart. Because I actually do love it. And I've been getting quite a few tonight. Plus, that's the first time I've seen that heart. That's awesome. Yeah, it's actually getting late here. It's past midnight now. But I guess I'll be tuning in tomorrow. I do hope everyone has a good night. Yes, indeed. Make the best of it.